Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Am I game too loud? Am I too quiet? We'll figure it out. Anyways, hello. Oh, hold on. OBS and this game don't like to play nicely, of course. There we go. Today we're playing Blue In, the futuristic racing game. Today we're playing Redout. It is a futuristic racing game that you can buy on Steam for a certain amount of money. Just need to remember what the controls are. I feel like I can make this look a lot better. Yeah. Much better. Sweet. Alright, yeah, now it looks way better. I guess I don't really need the live chat popping anymore. Alright. Well, let us get started. I haven't really played a whole lot of this. I got it when I initially got my HTC Vive, because I wanted some VR games to play, and I really wanted to play this. And it was lovingly purchased by my buddy Jared, who gave this one to me. Let's see. That's all I got. Okay. Alright, that sounds good. Blue Out is the Sonic version. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I forget how the controls are. I know. I want to say it's like a twin stick design. The left stick is primarily for steering, and then you kind of lean into turns with the right stick. Yeah, there we go. I do prefer a first-person perspective for these types of games. Just racing games in general. Preferably, like, with a hood in front of me. Hey, what's up, Shane? I was Redout. I think it's pretty cool from the few times that I gotten to play it, but I really wanted to kind of get more into it since it is my Racing Month extravaganza. So when you go into these like really intense bank turns like these, nice. When you go into these like really intense bank turns like that, you want to like pitch up, or else your screen will start to go red, which I don't think really does anything. But I suppose that's your driver redding out. As dumb as that sounds. Is there a boost button? Yeah, holding A is boost. Duh. But I want to say, like, when you kind of lean into those turns, or like that, like, notice how, like, the screen was kind of, like, going all sepia tone. And I wasn't really hitting those turns and those inclines correctly. So like right here, gotta go with sepia there. Just kind of like bank yourself up. But like in practice, it's very much like Wipeout. You're like leaning into turns. It's a lot more forgiving than Wipeout, I'll say. There's a dedicated boost button. You know, it's like nothing too drastic. It's like really slight boosts here and there. I know there are, apparently you can get through every single track without hitting the brake button at all, which, granted, you could probably do that in most racing games. Just feather the gas properly. But also this visual style is really striking. What's up, Glenn Oliver? Use the right stick for the fins in the front. Yeah. Were you unsubbed at some point, Shane? Because I remember when you subbed to me. As weird as that sounds. Oh, that must have been what that fantasy zone. Yep. Hey, there you are. Nice. What? I'll take silver. Oh wait, did I not?
Been offered a contract from a racing team.
Oh
Contracts will ask you to drive a specific ship and present you with an extra challenge for bigger rewards.
Is this a Switch game? Oh shit, yeah, it is a Switch game.
Required to pay in advance. Others have a penalty fee if they are not fulfilled.
So how many laps do I have to drive before I mention Loot Crate? Oh god, no! You can't get me to do anything, game. Shit. Okay. That was on sub for some reason. Yeah, that's weird. And yeah, this is actually going to be a Switch game at some point. I totally forgot about that. If you go on Amazon, it'll say Sega's the one publishing it, but it's made by those, or it's being published by those heinous individuals of quality at Nicalis who don't know how to put out a new game for the life of them. I think Binding of Isaac's kind of okay, though. And Cave Story is great, but you can only make Cave Story so many times.
3, 2, 1, go!
I will say I'm not prepared to pay $40 for a copy of The Binding of Isaac. No thank you. But man, does this game look good. It's weird. Switch is getting a whole slew of really cool futuristic racing games. It's getting this. It's already got Fast RMX, which is excellent. But yeah, the Switch isn't going to be short of racing games, and Mario Kart's coming out next week, which I plan on picking that up. That's all I've done so far. Time attacks. Granted, this is my second race. Oh, I was breeding chat. Shit. What's up, Kevin? Greetings from Trinidad. Greetings from Wilmington, North Carolina. Most boring old people place on the earth. Actually makes old people want to leave. Rent this high, why would you stay? Don't know why any developer trusts their games to Nicalis. I know, right? It's like when you entrust your game to Nicalis, that means it's not going to be released for another 3 years. Pretty much what that means. If released at all. Yeah, 60 frames.
Available for purchase.
Ooh. I failed the contract. Shit, I didn't mention Loot Crate. My bad. Supposed to race in a certain way. I got a new class. How much money do I got? I got enough money to just buy a whole team and ship. Yo, that's a fucking pod racer. That's kind of cool. What's nice is that none of the racers like abide to like a specific design, you know? They're all totally unique. That's cool. Suppose there's a reason why I stuck with Lunaire. Let's go. And there's like power-ups?
Here you can purchase and install power-ups on your ship. Active power-ups need to be manually fired during the race. Passive power-ups give your ship some special traits. You can install one active and one passive power-up at any given time. You can also spend money to upgrade your power-ups, making them sensibly more effective.
I don't have any. Oh, I can buy some, but that was a straight up class 1 race. Right. I just bought a class 2 ship. I had so much money. Right behind Florida. I don't know, Florida. They apparently the Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, Florida has Daytona Championship USA right now.
3, 2,
Not much of a drive for you, Saturn Memories. I'd say be the real hero. Make a road trip to a Dave & Buster's. But yeah, playing this game in VR, surprisingly underwhelming. I mean, granted, I have a GTX 1063 gig, and getting this to run on VR, it's not the prettiest looking thing in the world, but it just the sense of speed is gone when you're playing this in VR. It's bizarre. Granted, I haven't played this in VR in several months, and they have been making updates to it, so they may have actually fixed that issue. Performance-wise, they said they were having some kinks to work out of it.
final lap. New record.
This view's not too bad. Reminds me of like a viewpoint from one of those later Gran Turismo games, though. Boom! Managed to pull out in front. Nice.
Congratulations.
Second most old people among all 50 states. I don't live anywhere near Florida. I gotcha. SSD is great. Yep, it is. It's so nice not having to worry about... I mean, I don't even have a 4K monitor, so... I'm perfectly happy with my 1060.
Pilot level increased.
Very nice. Okay. Is that the ship that I have? Oh, Lord. A lot of text incoming. I'm gonna silence my phone. There we go. Alright, what was my contract again? I had to race with a certain ship. Oh, just... I can't choose a different team. Okay. Sounds good. Man, I was playing a little bit of Doom the other night. 60 frames, 1080. Looks so good.
2, 1, go.
Yo, if you need to get some multiplayer footage of Daytona, I'll be down. I need to give that a shot myself. Also, Saturnology, I should have asked you last week when I was playing it. Do the servers for Outrun 2006 on PC still work? Because I actually did not try that. I mean, if they do, I wouldn't be surprised if they were shut down, but figured I'd ask. Also, if they were still alive, I can't imagine very many people playing it.
Final lap. New record.
I do this to myself every week whenever I stream. Whenever I play a racing game, I want to read the chat, but I'm so focused I can't read the chat. I see it moving in the corner of my eye, and I can't read it. It's my fault.
Congratulations. Gold
Hey!
medal awarded.
Oh, nice. Screen 760, very nice. And on a shield. That's not bad at all. What model shield do you have, Chapman? Do you have like the original model shield? Because I remember that was like its own dedicated Android tablet with a controller just attached to it. Got 2 more Class 1 things to do, then we move on to the next one. Because the card that I had before this 1060, it was a GTX 745. It was a part of like pre-built Dell machines. I have a Dell XPS 8700 that I got for a really good deal. It was like terabyte. Oh, who cares about the hard drive? But 16 gigs of RAM. It was a Core i7. I forget what i7 it was, but it's still a fairly top of the line processor. Last time I checked, and that was like a few months ago. It's still like a $300 processor. I don't know how much that matters anymore. Oh, you see my vision going red. My vision going red. Sorry. Shit, what is this track? I want to say it was like $800 for that machine. And that 745, it like lasted me for quite a while. I mean, couldn't do much, but I could technically play Doom on it. It just didn't look very good at all. But from what I can tell, my 1060 is the absolute minimum spec that you need to get VR up and running on a machine. The 1060 3GB. At least it's the lowest end card that is currently available from NVIDIA that says VR ready on the back of the box. Or on the front of the box, I should say. But the one I got was a Zotac? It was a 1060 3GB mini that I got for $200. And I've been incredibly happy with it. For being very tiny and only having one fan, it makes barely any noise. I could barely hear it at all. I've never had any problems with it. Like, I just plugged it in and it just worked. God, man, playing this in VR, that feels pretty intense. We got silver.
Congratulations, silver medal awarded.
Yeah, 970s. I want to say the 970s kind of on the same level as a 1060. I think. I could be wrong. I know like the first two numbers don't really matter. It's like the last two. Yeah, 970 is still pretty good from what I hear.
Pilot level.
My buddy Jared, he has a 1070, and our buddy Steve, he has a 962 gig that, for what it is, works really well. We can get like Grand Theft Auto 5 running 1080p 60 frames on that thing. And granted, you can do the same thing with my card as well.
3, 2, 1, go.
But I don't think the 960s can run VR. I don't know if Shane's in the chat, but I don't remember if he had done VR videos on his channel. Oh yeah, I'm sure the 970 is the most popular.
Final lap. New record.
Shit! Screwed up this race.
Congratulations, silver medal awarded.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Did I screw up my start somehow? Nice.
Final lap. New record.
I like the soundtrack to this game too. It's like this subtle high energy soundtrack.
Finish. New record.
I don't know if that's the same guy that got first place.
Congratulations, silver medal awarded.
Yeah, so I watched a video of Screamer the other day, and I kind of want to give it a shot after you've been dogging me about that. That game looks pretty cool. So that's a game I eventually do need to play that. Oh, I never played this track. Ooh.
Final lap.
Okay, I really got to beat this guy. Oh, I screwed that up real bad. Nice. Very nice.
New record. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
Nice. Now we're on to class 2, which is why I bought that ship to begin with. Let's buy some power-ups. Supercharge your engine, Granny. Ooh. I will take that. Yeah, I don't know why I've never really tried any like old classic PC racing games.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this turbo boost's recharging very nicely. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot.
New record.
Oh shit, this is a 5-lap race. Oh, it's elimination. Probably should have read that going into it. Ah, shit. And I'm curious how well this will run on the Switch. This game isn't a super graphically intensive game. There's a lot of polygonal sharp edges. That's purely by design choice. But it looks really striking. I just need to get a medal for this event, so technically I've completed the contract, but just try to beat this guy. Oh well. Yeah, I got a medal. Who cares? Looks less clean. Huh.
Contract completed.
I'm trying to think like what's a racing game that kind of fits in that mold. Looking at my games now. I can't really think of anything.
Three, 2, 1.
I'm surprised, like, no one's really done something like that for racing games. This track's pretty cool. Oh shit. How would you categorize it's like a motor raid? Yeah, I guess that kind of works. How would you guys categorize F-Zero? It's not necessarily cyberpunk. It's kind of its own thing, you know? Like it doesn't really match any kind of specific style. It's a very comic book aesthetic, if that makes sense. Not referring to like that F-Zero GP Legend shit.
Final lap.
Oh shit.
Finish.
That could have gone real bad.
New record. Congratulations. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. Pilot level increased.
Win a gold medal next event. All right. Time attack. Dystopian future.
Three, two, one, go.
That was a real bad start.
New record.
Ooh.
Final lap.
Oh, so close. Overhead WRC Racing Wants team.
Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
I'm not familiar with like that WRC game. How come they never finished? Oh wait, I forgot that retry. Damn it! Now I can't go back and redo it. Let's go. Oh, you know what game I haven't really played a whole lot of is Distance. Bought that because it was in VR, and also I've been following that game for a long time because I really, really like Nitronic Rush. It's also a really cool futuristic racing game. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if futuristic is like the right word for that game. It's like it's set in like a computer or something. It's a cybernetic racing game. Has more in common with San Francisco Rush and its mechanics. God, I'd love to play a new San Francisco Rush game, though. Or if they would, like, release 2049 again. They just released Rush 2049 Dreamcast version. I know they did in that Midway Arcade Treasures collection. I have it on GameCube, and it runs like shit. It runs so bad. It's not even that it has a bad frame rate. It's just there's so much slowdown.
Final lap. New record.
I haven't played the other versions of that collection though, so maybe it's better on other platforms. I remember when they announced that collection, it was supposed to be that the GameCube version was going to get the Dreamcast version of Rush 2049, while the Xbox PS2 games were supposed to get the arcade versions of 2049.
Bronze medal awarded.
Which, if you're not familiar, they are two completely different games. They share the same tracks and car selection, but in terms of mechanics, they are very different. Most people are familiar with like the home console ports of that game, I assume, because they offer so much more. Whoa, shit. In terms of mechanics. Like the console ports have full-on car customization. The wings really change the game. And, like, change the orientation of your ship, of your car while it's in the air. It's pretty wild. I'm doing really bad.
New record.
Eh. Oh, I hit B on accident.
Final lap. New record.
At least I'll get bronze. Probably. I don't screw anything else up. PRC power slide. Okay. And Pod. I've heard of Pod.
Bronze medal.
Whenever I go to a local game shop, I always see the Dreamcast version of Pod. I always think about it, but I've still never played Pod.
3, 2, 1, go.
Man, that guy sucks. Ah. Shit.
New record.
Do better this race. Towing first place. Oh, he hit a wall. Shit, there he is. That was a bad turn. Oh, fucker. Oh, damn it. Game for PS5. Yeah, close. It's for a powerful PC that could possibly be more powerful than a PS5. Zero climax. 64 ROM hack. Ooh. I'd be very much into that. Yeah, I'll take third. Fine by me. I mean, if you mean PS5, I hope you mean Nintendo Switch, because at least this will come out on there. Arena race. Oh, shit. Alright, so... assume this one actually has weapons.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm not sure how the weapons work. I've never done a weapon race in this game. If that's what this even is. I have health. And now it's recharging. Oh shit. Take second. Wow, that was close.
Congratulations, silver medal awarded. Pilot level increased.
Victory sponsorship. Ah, okay. Ooh. Should be interesting. This is a new environment entirely. Cool. That's also probably why it's taking forever to load. Ooh.
Three, two, one, go.
Whoa! That's cool. I hope this game does well on Switch. Honestly, when this came out on PC, it kind of came out of nowhere. I guess knowing Nicalis, if this does come out I just kind of hope it comes out of Twitch if it decides to release on there at all. And I am in very much last place. What? That was weird. Probably gonna have to redo this race a couple times until I get it right. This guy really slows down. Yeah, this game's use of teleporters is really bizarre. I'm just gonna restart that race because that was really bad.
3, 2, 1, go.
Man, those guys just bolted ahead. Ooh. What was the contract for this one again? Do I just have the medal on this track? I'm back in last place again.
Final lap.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, man, this race I really don't fuck around.
Final lap. New record.
Yeah, they're like not even in sight anymore. Let's give this one more go.
3, 2, 1, go.
At least I'm catching up with him better this time. For the moment.
Final lap. New record.
Yeah, put me out of the race. That's annoying. So, I just have to win a race. Shit. Oh well. Guess it doesn't matter which race, it just has to be a race.
3,
This one looks
2,
cool.
1, go.
Yeah. Whoa, this one actually has a tube. Go over to Twitch.
New record.
I've kind of been thinking about that idea of like, I mean, I wanted to get into a routine where if I were to stream on Twitch, I would do it more frequently than I would on here, and it would just be whatever whatever I felt like playing. Kind of like this, even though I tend to just keep it with a theme. Like usually with these live streams, I'd like to keep it a theme with it, like mostly Sega stuff, or in the case of Racing Month, it's racing games. But if I were to stream on Twitch, like I really wouldn't attach, I guess, the Saturnology label to it. It would just be me streaming whatever I felt like playing. It's kind of difficult for me to do that given our current living situation, because the living room and my PC setup here share the same space.
Final lap.
That's why we want to get a 2-bedroom apartment, so I would have like a separate office where I could just kind of make videos and stream anytime I wanted to. I do like this track a lot better than the last one. Yeah, Redout was stream Pokemon. I arrived 5th. It's a weird way of wording it.
3, 2, 1, go.
I know what Ray wants to do. She just wants to be able to play like Pokemon on a big screen. I don't blame her. Like, this past generation, I just never truly loved the 3DS. I just don't like playing on it. I feel like the great games that were on 3DS, I feel like are beyond what I think that platform is really capable of. And also I just don't like playing on it. That's why I got a new XL thing, and I'm like, I just need a bigger form factor to enjoy playing on this more, and I'm like, I just still don't want to play on a 3DS ever. Also, I just don't feel like the software lineup is that great compared to the original DS. I mean, 3DS has some pretty stellar software, but nothing that has ever really caught my eye as, oh my god, I need to play that. Except for, like, Link Between Worlds. And I actually technically still have not finished that game. I just kind of fell off of it because, again, I don't like playing on the 3DS. Just the original DS was such a perfect platformer. Platform. Wow. Just the amount of variety in the titles on the original DS. And the fact that none of them really took compromises to really get the most out of that platform. You know? Whenever you played a DS game, you felt like, oh, this was built to be a DS game. And when you felt like it was like going beyond what that system was capable of, it felt like you were playing something special. Like, my favorite games on the DS are the Elite Beat Agents and the Owendan games, Rhythm Heaven, Bangayo Spirits. I love that game. Phantasy Star Zero, which technically, I don't know how they managed to get that game to work on an original DS. Like, all these, when looking back on it all these years later, and you're like, damn, that game was on an original DS. And it was awesome. What else? Like, even from the beginning, like, Mario 64 DS, like, they got a version of the original, they got Super Mario 64 to run on the original DS. Like, look back on that and think about how incredible that is.
3, 2,
like,
1.
How did they do that? That is a huge game. And it was a launch title. That version of Mario 64 on that handheld is 13 years old. And it shouldn't run well. And granted, it doesn't control that great. But the fact that it even ran at all is insane. Now we look at the 3DS and like, oh, it has a really, really nice, faithful recreation of Mario or of Star Fox 64. And Zelda Ocarina of Time. Granted, they kind of took advantage of what that system was capable of in terms of its specs. Like, it looks better than the N64 version. And granted, the Mario 64 DS, you could argue that it looks better than the 64 version at various points. Like, the updated character model of Mario looks better, texture-wise. And, yeah, it's just... people really should look back on that version of Mario 64 and be like, how the fuck did they get that to work? When compared to, like, getting N64 games running on a 3DS. It's insane. I feel like a game like Mario 64 would really benefit from like a nice, like, better quality update in terms of its controls and visuals. Like, I loved that DS version. I will say, like, Star Fox 64 3D, like, I have very fond memories of Star Fox 64. And playing that remake on the 3DS, like, maybe not a watershed game, but the way how faithfully they recreated that game and updated it, like, all the updates, in my opinion, were improvements. Most of them were, like, graphically, and they redid some of the voice samples, which, you know, that's fine. I don't really care. But it was just so cool, like, that game I grew up playing, just seeing it updated so well. Let's see who's on YouTube about 3D GBA games. Yeah, I know, Derek Alexander, Stop Skeletons for Fighting was super... Oh, Retro Game Challenge! Yeah, that's another great one. Ridge Racer on the original DS. Also really impressive. That's also a remake of an N64 game. Like, damn. Yeah, now it's a bad race.
3, 2, 1, go.
Like, that little RPG that's on Retro Game Challenge, I fucking loved that game. Like, in terms of, like, insanely traditional, like, by-the-books JRPGs, I really, really liked it. You know, Bangai-O Spirits, that's a hell of a game. The performance-wise, that game chugs, but man, there's so much shit happening in that game. Where you just kind of have to, like, when the frame rate's at, like, 2 or 3 frames per second, you kind of just marvel at everything that's happening. You're just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Like, it's fun to watch all that happen. Like, you want to create, like, this massive, explosive mess. Gotta stay where I'm at. Doing okay. Just take each turn well and not let up.
Final lap. New record.
Oh, man. I just want a place. And thinking about Phantasy Star Zero, I just want to go back and play Phantasy Star Online. Finish! Go! Oh, thank God. Yeah, Brothers in Arms DS was also really impressive. What was that? There was Need for Speed Nitro on the DS. Also pretty impressive for what it was.
New locate.
I don't care. I don't want that car anymore. Survival. Run the full length. Huh. Alright. Custom Robo Arena also. What game was I talking about on the DS before? Bangayo Spirits. The Owen games, Elite Beat Agents.
3, 2,
what else?
1, go.
Phantasy Star Zero. And just the original DS had such a great library. I think of Henry Hatsworth a lot. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, that game is fucking incredible. Oh, this is a real weird variation over these tracks. Mention the Ward. Yeah, that was a DS game. There's a port of Resident Evil in the DS that I kind of been curious and wanting to pick up. Dragon Quest, Rocket Slime, Monkey Ball Touch and Roll, also kind of impressive. Also pretty good. Metroid Prime Hunters, that was also impressive for what it was. I mean, it was a Quake mod, but it was pretty good. It's a pretty good Quake mod. I had a lot of fun with that game. Mario Kart DS, one of the best Mario Karts. I would say that version of Tony Hawk, American Skateland, American Wasteland, also kind of decent. Tetris DS. Probably the best Tetris game. Dedicated Tetris game. Lobotomy Trilogy. I have Quake and Duke Nukem. I do not have Power Slave, though. Power Slave got expensive. And I missed the boat on picking that one up. Although I could get Exhumed. I don't know if that price has gone up yet. In terms of like pricey import Saturn games, it's like I want Exhumed, and now I really want to get Wipeout 2097. I haven't really been able to find that one, though. I had no idea that it was also a Japanese release. I thought it was just Europe. But it was Europe and Japan. I would like to find a European release to match the copy of Wipeout that I own, that I used for the video that came out on Saturday. That's a PAL region copy. Funnily enough, running on a Japanese system. Do 2 laps.
Final lap. New record.
Man, that whole circuit's like almost 4 minutes. Oh, there's first place. I think of whatever some other original DS games that I played. I'm gonna be in the minority on this one, but I really, really like the DSi. That's probably my favorite version of the original DS. I like the form factor was a lot sleeker. The screens were actually bigger. I like that matte finish. I like the extra features that were on there. In comparison to the original DS, I thought, like, just a lot of really cool dumb stuff on there. Like the voice manipulator, where you can, like, store MP3s on there, record stuff. Cameras, I actually used quite a bit before I had a proper cell phone at the time. What else? I loved the download games on there. Like, there was a bullet hell shooter that was on there. That was pretty fun. What else? Dragon Quest Wars was a really fun turn-based strategy game by Intelligent Systems. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the DSiWare. I played way too much of that Dr. Mario Express. It was just really cool to have, like, a device with, like, yeah, I had my big cartridge games, but also like just having a bunch of small downloadable games that I could play without having to like change out cartridges. I really liked that at the time. But now it's the norm. Just little downloadable games. But on a platform like the DSi, it was really novel. It was Nintendo making these like smaller downloadable games. It was neat seeing their approach to that stuff. Damn. Still got plenty of time to finish the race. Coming up on the end of the circuit. I'll take second.
Finish.
Oh man.
New record. Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
Bomberman DS. The region locking on the DSi was really only for the downloadable stuff, like my copies of whatchamacallit. Yeah, my Owen Done games worked perfectly fine on the DSi. And playing multiplayer stuff on the DS was great. Like in high school, there would be like this group of people before classes would start in the morning. We would all just, people would just bring their DSs and we would just all play 8-player Mario Kart. It was like first come, first serve. And getting in those games. That was a lot of fun. Man, this track's still hard with this ship. Oh, I ruined that.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Contra 4 on DS was also really good. I really like those unlockable versions of Contra that you could play on there. The challenge mode was like some of the most infuriating moments of games I've ever had. I had a blast playing it. Wait, Alien... It wasn't Isolation, that's the PS4 one. But I know what game you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it. It's like Alien Infestation or something along those lines. It was like a Metroidvania style game. Shit. This is weird, I've never really played those Castlevania style Metroidvania games. Like, I never played... Yeah, Infestation. Like, I have technically owned Symphony of the Night. Never really played it. And I never played the handheld ones either. I feel like that's a good Twitch stream material right there. I know, I've always kind of been interested in trying Circle of the Moon, because when I first got my Game Boy Advance, that one was actually kind of... I was actually kind of interested in playing that one. And it seems like to oversimplify that style of game from what I can tell. So I feel like that's a good starting point, and then like, because I wouldn't say that's a low point, but people prefer the other ones over that one. So I feel like if I play Circle of the Moon and really enjoy it, I feel like I really enjoy the other ones too. Go all out with the best. Man, I know I can do this.
3, 2, 1, go.
Like, I always know where I mess up. It's that one corner back there.
New record.
Like this one right here. Always hit that wall. That wasn't so bad. Kept my speed up.
Final lap. New record.
Ah, damn. That was close. That was real close. Shit. I'll get it.
3, 2,
Once I get it, that'll probably be it for me tonight. But man, I'm so close. You just go through that first turn so fast. I really gotta figure that one out. Yeah, I really gotta figure out that first turn. That's what kills me.
3, 2, 1, go.
take it real wide. Ah, still no. Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
I did that almost pretty perfect. Then I hit a wall, and now I'm in 5th. Right here. Perfect. Oh my god. Beautiful Joe, double trouble, yeah.
1, go.
I like this chat. Let's reminisce on how the DS may or may not be one of the best gaming platforms ever. I know it's my personal favorite. People may think, oh, isn't it the Saturn because you're a Saturn guy? I'm like, nah, DS. The original Nintendo DS. So good. I don't know what happened in that one.
3, 2, 1. Go.
And Beautiful Joe was a really early title. Wasn't it like 2005? Oh man, we're getting there. Looks like they just ride that wall. Doesn't it? Sixth place again. Dead and Furious.
3, 2, 1, go.
Was it like zombies coming at the touchscreen, you just touch them? I want to say that in America, I want to say that was just called Touch the Dead. I know they made Point Blank DS, which is more or less kind of the same thing. It's weird, light gun style games on the touchscreen. That was really weird. I remember the original control scheme for Metroid Prime Hunters took place on the bottom screen, and you just tapped where you wanted Samus to shoot. And you also still dragged around the touchscreen to have her aim and look around, but you would tap on things to shoot them. And in the Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt demo, that control scheme is still in there. Yeah, you can still find, like, videos of that E3 where they unveiled it, and you can still see that original control scheme in place. It was wild. I remember to initially use the morph ball, you had to, like, keep swiping the touchscreen in a direction to get it to move, which was novel at best. All right, let's give it one more go. Oof. Didn't have a cartridge.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I remember, like, once the full game released, it had, like, the D-pad was your movement. The gameplay would happen on the top screen, and you just aimed by dragging around the bottom screen. Like a mouse and keyboard style setup, and it worked great for it. It cramped up your hands pretty badly, but at the time I didn't care. I was playing a first-person Metroid game on a handheld with online multiplayer and voice chat and shit. Like, I was super into that game, and then after a few nights playing the multiplayer, I did not care about that multiplayer, because man, did set rampant for cheating. And Nintendo couldn't do anything about it.
Final lap. New record.
Not a bad turn there. Yeah. Fucking hell. Wow. Just throw me off the track.
2, 1, go.
I think I said that would be my last track, but man. I just can't let it go like that. This race is insane. I just need to place. Any good FMV on the DS? I know the full motion cutscenes in Metroid Prime Hunters were pretty good, like quality wise. Oh my god! Oh. I'm just gonna learn to ride that wall and keep my speed. No, that's not gonna work.
3, 2,
God.
1, go.
No, I took that way too wide. You gotta be kidding me. How does he keep his speed that bad? That good? Like, that was as perfect as I could possibly race that track. Yeah, I'm out of here. That's gonna do it for me. Is there an easy setting? Yeah. Oh man. They just literally straight up give you the wipeout control setup. Alright. That's gonna do it for me. That was fun. What'd they go for? Hour and 50 minutes? Yeah, that's not so bad. Eh. I'll do better next time. I don't know what I'm streaming next week. I'll think of something. This Saturday's episode being a real pain in the ass. Oh, I really didn't want to do this game, but when Scorcher decided not to work, I had to think otherwise. And so I'm doing a video on High Octane, and I really, really, really hate this game. Like, so much so where I don't feel like talking about it. But I'm gonna do it. Hopefully finish the script either tonight or tomorrow. And it'll still be up for everyone on Saturday. Patreon people, it's gonna be a while, probably. But once I get High Octane out, I have a different idea for a video. I was gonna do a Dave Tona on like Fast RMX or possibly this, but I was thinking hard about it, and let me get it. I want to talk about this thing. So that'll be your week 4 episode for Racing Month. But until then, be on the lookout for a new episode on Saturday. Check out the Wipeout video if you haven't already. And I'll figure out what I'm streaming next week. But until then, I'll see you then. Take care, guys.